with we're going to go to Rancho Cucamonga, and Marcello Cordova is waiting in the wings. Are you there, boss?
I am here.
Oh, how you doing? We don't have sound.
You can't hear me?
Yeah, we got something's not right.
No, there's sound on our side.
Yep.
Oh, well, sound's dropped out on my side. I don't know what. Oh, looks like it's back now. How are we
Yeah.
doing, Marcelo?
Good. I'm doing good. Glad to be back.
Okay. I think this headphone might be getting sketchy. I might have to switch headphones. Maybe that's why my sound dropped out. Okay, enough of that. Good to see you again. It's been a while, and let's do what I always like to have people do, which is just give us a 15-second nutshell of who is Marcelo and what's he all about.
Marcello. Marcello is a blue collared worker, works for the phone company as a lineman, who likes to share his personal testimony through music every so often
Cool.
and share it with the world or anybody who, wants to listen. And so I have
Mm,
music out there for people to listen to. Family, married for, I'm getting close to 20 years now. Got a 14-year-old at home. And yeah, Lord has been my savior for since my 20s, and it's been quite a ride.
mm. Very good. Very good. Well, um, I'm gonna ask you about that lineman thing a little later, but probably people came here to hear music. So you want to start with one of your songs?
Sure, sure. I'm going to start with this song called Fight on My Knees. And it was, I was going through a songwriting kind of mentorship course, and one of the challenges they wanted us to write was something about, you're fighting for something. And initially at the time, it was, about my wife and I, and we were just, at kind of odds. And it started as that, you fight on your knees. That's what we do as believers as we pray. And it kind of turned into a worship song. And so I do have this one produced, but I have not released it, and I don't actually know when I'll have time to release this one. But Fight on My Knees. And I will face the fight head on with the Holy Spirit, Father and Son. And Jesus, you are worthy. And Jesus, you are worthy. You gave your shield to stand my ground, your sword to swing, protect your crown. And Jesus, you are worthy. And Jesus, you are worthy. I fight on my knees through the storms, through the fire within me. My hands face the sky, tears from my eyes. I fight on my knees. The price you paid upon that cross for all who've sinned and all that are lost. And Jesus, you are worthy. Jesus, you are worthy. I fight on my knees through the storms, through the fire within me. My hands face the sky, tears from my eyes. I fight on my knees. No clear skies, inside for days, from dusk to dawn. It's all ablaze. It feels like there's no end in sight. That's when you step in and fight. And every trial I've come across, I've carried my burden and carried my cross, but it was always you, and it was always you. A fight on my knees, through the storms, through the fire within me. My hands face the sky, tears from my eyes. A fight on my knees, a fight on my knees. Through the storms, through the fire within me. My hands kiss the sky, and tears from my eyes. A fight on my knees, a fight on my knees. Fight on my knees, fight on my knees, fight on my knees, fight on my knees.
Wow, very cool. So, so the song. Tell me a little bit. It sounded like the song sort of gradually evolved from one form into another. It was really a neat song. So,
From one what format?
well, I mean, sort of how it developed.
Oh, so yeah, this song is actually, it's kind of funny. The song was I had this produced already by this group, and I just wasn't sitting well with me, and so the melody to the verse was different. The lyrics were pretty close to the same, just slightly different. But I just had fits with this song, and I shelved it for months, and then I had a different producer, and then we tinkered with it, and then I changed a few chord structures. I was kind of going into this season of listening to a lot of kind of gritty type vocalist, Sam Donald and that country rockish kind of vibe, and
Mm,
uh, and so I kind of implemented some of that in it. So I was like, oh, maybe if I did this, I started with the sixth, minor, and maybe I give it more of a grunge kind of vocal, and tweak the melody more, and then it kind of that's kind of probably why it sounds a little bit different, because although I kept the chorus, the verses and the bridge shifted and changed, and so um,
mm,
yeah, the full production is pretty neat. It's a little bit more. It's got some lead in it, and it sounds really nice.
hmm But so it sounded like kind of the emotional mood of the song had to match the content better then.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah. Hmm.
it was very it was a bit more mellow initially, and it just was not feeling right to me, and I just put more
Yeah.
behind it, and I am being a little bit careful because I don't want to clip, but that energy was kind of like what was kind of lacking in that drive. Yeah,
Hmm. Yeah. No, actually, that makes good sense. Makes very good sense. It is a beautiful song.
thanks.
You want to do another one?
Of course, uh,
All
10 more to go, right?
right. Make it so,
Yeah, yeah.
as Picard would say.
This one I think I released it uh, February, March. It's called "I'm Sorry," and it's basically an apology song to some people for how I was behaving and how I was reacting. But here it goes. Made some bad decisions recently. Every piece of me falling on my knees. And I was going through my misery to see your victory. My eyes were set on me. What can I say? My selfish ambition, ignore your condition. I had no permission. No, I'll say, I want you to forgive me. The silence just kills me. time and again. Now it all makes sense perfectly. My vision restored to see. Now I believe. I thought of myself before you. I thought of my heart. I thought I knew you. What can I say? My selfish ambition, ignore your condition. I had no permission. No, I'll say, I want you to forgive me. The silence just kills me. Time and again. Selfish, foolish, self-centered I was. It's not about me. How could I have doubted? Yeah, yeah, yeah. I ask for grace. I ask for peace. I ask for mercy. Oh God, please. I ask for grace. I ask for peace. I ask for mercy. Oh God, please. I ask for grace. I ask for peace. I ask for mercy. Oh God, please. Oh God, please. Oh God, please. Yeah. What can I say? A selfish ambition. Ignore your condition. I had no permission. Oh, I say, I want you to forgive me. The silence just kills me. Time and again. Selfish, foolish, self-centered I was. It's not about me. How could I have doubted? What else can I say? I said 1,000 times a day. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Beautiful, beautiful. So, all right, now I got to ask you here, and um, I might have noticed this before, like last time I hosted and you were on, and maybe I just overlooked it, but what's it, what is it like to be a telephone lineman, and say, and more importantly, does the song Wichita Lineman ring true for you?
Yeah, I've heard that a few times. Well, if you enjoy having aches and pains, in your off days and throughout the days and the mornings and while you sleep, then this job is for you. We climb telephone poles and place them when they were broken and go into manholes, and it's not like it used to be because we deal with fiber most of the time now. Like 95% is fiber, and the only time we deal with copper is if the crackheads go steal it, and then we got to go replace it. But we always downsize because copper is pretty much um, disappearing everywhere. So I got lucky. I came in about into the line work. I've been with the company close to 30 years, but line work I was been about 14 years, and I came in right when we were starting fiber and we're doing away with copper. So I got a bit lucky, and so I still have some of the injuries of doing line work, but I think I would have been a lot worse if I would have been dealing with
Mm.
these big, heavy cables and stuff. It's not as treacherous as it used to be, at least not in the location where I work in Riverside. But yeah, it's but you get an early start and you go home earlier, and as you know, and
Mm.
been taking care of the family and benefits and everything. So definitely blessed, and definitely glad that I found this job, and
do what I do. But I like to retire soon if I can.
Yeah, but it does sound fascinating though. Now, so forgive me if this is weird, but the minute I read that, you worked as a lineman on the poles, it made me think of that song because, um, and it's interesting because as a kid I would hear the song fairly often, and as a kid I didn't care, I wasn't interested in it. It wasn't my kind of music. Now, in later years, especially seeing some online interviews, with the fellow who wrote that song, Wichita Lineman, I've come to appreciate what an absolutely lovely, lovely song that is. Am I wrong?
I'll be honest with you. I've only heard it a few times, but I've enjoyed the song. It's always funny to listen to songs, and it's talking about a lot of your work. Um, ours is more leaned into communications line versus power
Yeah.
line, which was due a lot of similarities. We have another India on here, John Foreman, or Freeman, that comes on, and he was retired, and he did some line work and splicing work as well for the same
Mm.
company as mine. So we're a little bit brothers, not just in the Lord, but in the line trade as well.
Yeah, that's neat. That's really cool. Okay, well, I appreciate you satisfying my curiosity there.
Yeah,
Um, all right, you got another song for us?
yeah. So the one I just did called "I'm Sorry" was a song about kind of going through the misery of doing wrong to how I was. I had lost my dad at that time, and so I was not kind to a lot of people who were trying to help me, and then only to realize later that they were in worse situations than I was, or just as bad. And so I wrote that song, "I'm Sorry," and then but after some time, I felt like I was hanging on to the song for too long, where I felt like I needed to let it go, and um, and so I uh, I wrote this other song called "Set Me Free," and basically this is a follow up to the "I'm Sorry," and this one is basically to myself, where I'm kind of like I need to let go of it. Now it's just the enemy, just kind of um, pulverizing me and making me feel guilty, and it's time to go. So there we go. I walk the streets at night with my thoughts all alone. They're overblown. Should I stand up and fight, or should I kneel? Your scars are for real. I'm torn and nowhere to run. The walls closing in. I'm running within. I'm searching for light in this darkest day, waiting for me to feel okay. Will my faith arise? Will fear disappear? Wipe my face from all of my fears. Alarm goes off 4 a.m. I hit the floor. On my knees I pray for the strength to break free from this endless day. There's only one way. The demons whisper, they play, they're all in my head. They want me for dead, but not today. I'm searching for light in this darkest day, waiting for me to feel okay. Will my faith arise? Will fear disappear? Wipe my face from all of my tears. In his hands I place my fears from this race, and trust in him to face my pain. In his love I find his kindness combined with all his grace, his natural divine. Oh God, I give up the fight. It's all in your hands now. It's all in your hands now. Oh God, I give up my heart. belongs to you now, belongs to you now. Your love is all that I got, is all that I need, setting me free. I'm searching for light in this darkest day, waiting for me to feel okay. Will my faith arise? Will fear disappear? Wipe my face from all of my tears. In his hands I place my fears from this race, and trust in him to face my pain. In his love I find his kindness combined with all his grace, his natural divine. Oh God, I give up the fight. It's all in your hands now. It's all in your hands now. Oh God, I give up my heart. Belongs to you now. Belongs to you now. Your love is all that I got. It's all that I need. Setting me free. 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 Setting me free.
Mm, very nice. Very
All
cool.
right.
Um,
Thank you.
tell, you know, I'm picking up a interesting pattern here. Seems like a lot of what you're doing in the songs that you're writing is kind of processing. Tell me if I'm wrong, but like processing the all the struggles and challenges that are just part of day-to-day living. Does that sound right?
That's pretty much it. It's there's just stories with my faith intertwined with my faith with daily lives with
Yeah.
grief and and just I said this last time, but I've struggled with depression since I was a teenager. And I think
Mm.
everybody has hit it at some point, whether it's grief from losing somebody or something. And I
Yeah.
didn't know I had it for a really long time. And so when not too long ago, actually just a few years ago, I started to pick up the guitar and started writing stuff out to put out there, and started taking lessons and stuff, and I was now able to kind of process a lot of what experiences I've had, and some of it's current, some of it's out in the past, but it's just a therapeutic process, and it's always blown away, not just listening to other people when I used to listen to them and say, "Oh wow, I that line struck a chord. That I
Mm.
resonate with that," and now I'm kind of like on the other end sometimes, where either friends or other people are reaching out and they'll say something like, "Hey man, I like that song," or "I went through that," or something. "Thanks for sharing," or something. And it's like, we're all kind of in it, at different stages in our lives,
Yeah.
and intensities and stuff. But that's exactly what all these songs are. Most of them, like 99%, are intertwined with stuff.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I hear you. Been there, done that. Totally.
Yeah.
Well, I think that kind of stuff, it's really down to earth and it really touches real life.
Yeah.
Um, and I think some other tunes, and I'm not gonna like name names or point at anyone or anything or any style, but sometimes some Christian music can just kind of throw platitudes out there. But this, this element of authenticity, I think, really speaks to people.
Yeah. Yeah, nobody, no matter how isolated you are, or like me, I'm an introvert. I'm very, very quiet and reserved most of the time, unless I get comfortable around you. But um, people, when they hear that stuff, they realize they're not actually alone. They're never alone, because we all have those moments.
Mm.
Whether it's your relationships with your best friend, with your spouse, um, with work, whatever it could be. Strangers out there, in the church. There's we have there's church hurt, there's all kinds of stuff. There's
Hmm.
and so yeah, so I think it's important. You just I think the most challenging thing for me was be really vulnerable in writing and putting it out there. There's been times where I finished a song and said, "Well, I don't know if I want to put this out. I'm not ready to share this." But
Maybe it's a little too personal.
yeah, sometimes it's like that. But then when you share it, people or friends, I share it with friends, are like, "Dude, you got to put this out. This is even if it's just for one or two people that hear it, like it's authentic and it's real. And so
Yeah.
so I just kind of put it out there and just let it go where it goes.
I've had some songs like that.
Right.
Yeah, yeah. Cool. So you got one more tune to share with us, I believe, right?
Yeah, I got one more. This one will be releasing on the 14th, and it's called "I'll Never Fall Away," and another song about basically walking with the Lord and saying, those trials that we are just kind of talking about. Like, I've gone through hell and back, and um, and it's because I was walking with Jesus, and I'm going to keep doing it no matter what. And he's there, and he's always been there. And also sometimes we reflect on our lives. Sometimes I think I've been guilty of this too, and where we look back on our lives and we're like, oh, I should have done this, or I should have done that, or I should be further along. That killed me in the beginning when I started writing and putting stuff out, because you know I could have done this when I was a teenager and could have sounded better when I sang or played the guitar or did whatever. And but at the end of the day, you're right where you're supposed to be. God knows your plan, and God's in control. And so um, let it ride. Live life and don't look back. Just keep learn from it and move forward. So this one's I'll never fall away. I followed you to hell and back, even when the devil attacked. Through the flames and darkest night, you carried me intact. The endless times of killing me, all in my head, fighting waves of naked lies until I'm out of breath. And and I'll never fall away, 'cause I feel it in my bones. You're the light that guides my soul. I'll never walk alone. I'll never fall away, never fall away. You've always been a friend to me, truth and the lies I couldn't see. I've lost the man I used to be, out on the front lines. You saved me from eternity, all spent in hell. Saving grace, my bread of life, I'll never thirst from your well. And and I'll never fall away, 'cause I feel it in my bones. You're the light that guides my soul. I'll never walk alone. never, I'll never, never fall away, never fall away. Don't ever fall away. You'll never let me fall away. You'll never let me fall away. You'll never let me fall away. Yeah. 'Cause I feel it in my bones. You're the light that guides my soul. I'll never walk alone. I'll never, never fall away, never fall away. Can see the forest for the trees, right where I'm supposed to be. Almost drowned in the flood of scars, but I'll never, never fall away.
Wow.
Yeah,
Love it, man. That is beautiful.
thanks. The full
Beautiful.
production version has synths, electric guitars, distortion. It's got dirty guitars. It's nice, nice and full. So I gave you a really stripped version of this.
Yeah. So, well, that's fascinating. Probably the feel and the mood of the song with the bigger production is different, isn't it?
Yeah, so I have two versions. I do have an acoustic version. It's got strings. My buddy who helped me write this song does a little
Mm.
cameo in the second half of the song, and the full production is just opposite. It's just got full of energy. I don't know which one I like better, but I just came off of releasing this song called "You Got This," which is synths and guitars, and I said, you know what? I'll just release this one back to back, and
Hmm.
it's a little bit out of my genre of what I release, but it's a lot of what I grew up with. Kind of the
Yeah.
vibes of like Linkin
Yeah.
Park and stuff, without the gritty vocals, of course. But so
Yeah.
yeah, this one, yeah, I can't wait for people to listen to that. I gave a
Now,
little teaser on my story, so you get a little bit of a vibe from it.
now, help me understand. Are you saying that the big version and the unplugged version of this song are both out there now?
No, the big version is going to come out on the 14th, and the acoustic
Okay, so
version
so
I
they'll
haven't
both be
released.
out soon.
Just the big version. I haven't released the. I won't be releasing the acoustic
Oh,
right away. I'm gonna hang on to
oh,
that one because I got so much songs
oh
right now. I got
no!
an
I'd kind
album
of like to
coming out.
hear them. I'd kind of like to have both of them, to be
Oh,
honest.
I know, but
Yeah.
I've have even the song I did. I'm sorry. There's a piano version that is just as beautiful. It's so beautiful, and I haven't
Mm.
released that one either. And I'll have to release that one next year. I have an album coming out, so I got so much
Yeah.
songs. I'll have to squeeze this one next year. But get ready for it. It's gonna be
Which
fun.
which leads me to the next question. Can you share how people can get in touch with you and or your content?
Yeah, very simple. It's like right here where it says my name, Marcello Cordova. It's right there on Instagram. Marcello
Okay.
Cordova Music is on Instagram. That's my music page, and on Facebook as well. And you could stream it anywhere you like to stream. Amazon, Apple, Spotify, YouTube. It's all up there.
Good. So if we do the search on most anything, we should find you.
Yeah, yeah. If you put
That's
music
cool.
next to my
That's
name, I'll
cool.
populate.
That's cool. You got some beautiful stuff going on here, and I'll be curious to hear about the bigger productions too.
Yeah, can't
All
wait
right.
to hear
So
it.
if you if you can, please put some of this contact info into the chat, and I will ask Red to kindly copy and paste that over to the Facebook side, so people over there will have access to.
Sure.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, Marcello Cordova, some really beautiful music. Hey, boss, thank you for coming on. I'm pretty sure, I'm almost like 99% sure that I hosted with you in the past.
Yeah. Yeah.
And it's great to see you see you again there, man.
Thank you.
All right, so be blessed and take care, and everybody put some loving, appreciating comments in the chat for Marcelo here.